battery in the Batmobile during the collaborative section.
Alright guys, we're back. Sorry, I had to get to part 2. I mean 3. Now we're on part 4.
Every breath of danger. Stay calm. Take a deep, slow breath. Deep, slow breath. All that effort must be trying you out.
Oracle left me this scrambler device to see the track. Decrypt the data and point the authorized station.
I'll
meet you. I'll forgive you.
God damn, my eyes closed, so yeah.
This was a clean break. It looks like someone ripped
What now? Really? You really think and bring you back? Enough. You made your bed, now lie in it. Live. Stay there. Hey.
ARKHAM Knight has the exact Snyder DCU reference of complete random. During the final mission, there's a news reporter whose name is this. Len Woodburn was an internet blogger from Man of Steel and BBS. He was an original character for that movie, so it's super random. He's in this final mission of Batman Arkham Knight. And Robinson, you'll see Rick Spot in a resort cryo chamber in the very beginning, giving us one more emotional punch with the character. Speaking of Robin, if you let Christina Bell hit you during the Vanessa Studios side mission, it will actually leave a mark on Robin's face. Here's an image of Robin if you block it, and here's one without. Moving on, there's a lot of housekeeping that's used in the earlier games. There's one specifically with Joker that references the Metal Gear Solid series.
Nice of you to drop in, Mr. Wayne. That's approved.
That's
Shout out to OC. Moving on, in Arkham Knight. After taking out Two-Face, Two-Face will reference the man who threw acid at him, matches Malone, as an acid-throwing bastard. This is the same line he uses in Batman Arkham Shadow after getting acid thrown at him.
great because of you. It wasn't my fault. I was dead. I still took time.
Next up, Wonder Woman, one of the best superheroes of all time, is funny enough never directly referenced in the Arkham games. I mean, people like the Flash, Superman, Green Lantern lore, all of that is referenced in these games, but Diana, there's only one obscure reference to her, and it's the sign here of the Wayne logo, which has these lines here that make it look like the Wonder Woman logo. Only real reference to her at all, which I find strange. And it's not even like a direct reference. Moving on Bleak Island, there's a town called Osamu Tower. This references Jiren Osamu. Jiren Osamu is the Batman of Japan. He's a crime fighter of the Batman Incorporated team and has worked closely with Batman's force. Who knows if he's the Japanese Batman in this world? There's a lot of evidence to suggest that Clayface was supposed to appear in the game. There's an unused room inside of Vanessa Studios with Clay surrounding it, and there's also concept art of Clayface atop the building as well. And thematically, it makes perfect sense since David Harlow is an actor, and his posters are all over the building. Next up, in the beginning of Arkham Knight, there's a man reading a newspaper that disappears.
Yes.
No, there's actually a fan context here that can very easily go into this. It talks about how Christina worked at Queen Industries in Tanish, and that the CEO, Oliver
There's
Queen,
anything else
was nowhere to be seen.
I'll be here
Here's what
all
the text says. I wonder what Oliver Queen was doing during this time. Not being a very good speaker, I imagine. I'm pretty sure the details if you didn't know. That ARKHAM KNIGht actually has an official novelization. That's not only vastly different from the game, a lot of detail that's straight away from the actual game. They're both basically similar. There's a lot of notable
Hold off until I get there.
I don't want to say them all, otherwise this entire video would just be that. But one of the most intriguing ones is that Hugo Strange is actually alive in the book. He somehow survived Arkham City, and not only that, he's working with Victor's Ace to help bomb the Gotham Central Station. Isn't that extremely random? But yes, read the novel for more funky stuff like that. It's only like 55 pages. Nice. This is better than Final Clock Tower. A lot of people speculate this is a nod in reference to Victor Stone, aka Cyborg, the football star. In Batman Arkham Knight, Ace in Batman confirmed to exist. There's a full name on it in the big tower. Ace is back in his dog. He got his dog out of Gotham and is back in the base of Gotham. Forms my heart. What if it's just for some founded islands? One of the slugs in the 1978 Superman film with Richard Donner. The slug's name was Otis, and it references this funny scene. Oh, there's something Wait, oh, that's all. Good. Moving on. In Arkham Knight's evidence locker room, the only villain in here that has its own section but never physically appears in the game is the Great White Shark, which is interesting. Every other villain here does appear in the games. An argument could be made for Ventriloquist, as prior to Arkham Shadow, which came out after this game, Ventriloquist never appeared. But with that game now, Great White Shark is the only villain in here to never once appear in the Arkham games. Moving on, in Ace Chemicals, Final File gets poison near some workbenches, implying that Crane used her formula to perfect his. A really cool detail that adds to the real building of the Batman mythos. I love it. Moving on, during the scene where Joker shoots Jason Todd, if you actually pay close attention, you can see that when Joker shoots Jason, the bullet actually doesn't hit Jason and instead flies past his right shoulder. Considering this is all happening in Batman's mind, this could imply that Batman, deep down, knew that Jason was somehow alive. It's just a police rating, we leave it at that. And finally, in the Season of Infamy DLC, every villain after you beat their side missions gets an audio tape to help build onto the lore. Here's all of them.
He party's over free. I give the orders here.
By the time of it. Let me talk to the bat, and I'll confess my crime. Sorry. Now, you mistake me for a fish.
You little son of a bitch.
That's perfect, rat fight. Your introduction began some time ago. Only problem is, Greece really competent. By now, the sparrow has been fully absorbed. I don't want to keep it off tongue again. Stay awake. If the experiment's a success, don't look back.
This must be a clean break. It looks like someone.
It'll grow back. Tell me what I don't know. Everything is prepared. The wicked of Arkham City will rebel like grass that places no corner. This straight to track them down. And like a man among the minds. And yet, I shall honor your request. Bring the Dark Knight. But let's trust it. Or stands absolute. Time. But no thanks to God. Thank you. Hey, Batman cannot be avoided. There is no being's daughter, but you only being now. Oh, must be followed. I made it. This is just thousand. Yes. It's about the kid. It's not on any longer. Okay. It's not. That is. That's most of that's it's nice. It's mentioned. How the languages I was going to make. Which is me. Cure. And we don't live for us to follow. So, anything in there about killing? Oh.
The streets is assessed. With that is fully detailed across the ARKHAM. So obviously obvious than others, but hopefully you learned at least one new detail. If not, my bad. Maybe next time, let me know. I'll enjoy the video. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you want, subscribe to my second channel, just leave the description. Other than that, hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the video. I'm going to be ranking every single side mission in the Batman Arkham series. The side missions in the Arkham series house the most subject items in the games to me. They all, at the very least, have some sort of future series gameplay. Which ones are best? Which ones are best? Tier list. Being that number one is from worst to best. People have ranked these in a lot of videos already, but I won't rank them for myself because I have my own opinions. It's not just the gameplay, but also the story, the vibe, the small details, and the combination of all those things make it different from me. So let's go ahead and rank every side mission in the please, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Unless you're interested in this paper, I'm ranking collectibles other than the Riddler collectibles because collectibles make them count as side missions. They're just collectibles. The Riddler ones for Prezi and side mission actually have gameplay / story content there. But I won't be ranking the Riddler Arkham Asylum because that one is just collectibles without any real side missions, if that makes sense. And I'll also rank the Anarchy Riots in Cold Heart, the Frozen Victims from Cold Heart, and the audio tape mission Arkham Knight's Matter of Family, simply because all of those have endings and gameplay and rewards to an extent. Okay, let's move on, starting from the worst and moving on up. Okay, so starting...
This is the pizza man here outside with your order. Half cheese, half pepperoni.
I never ordered a pizza.
Oh, well, this was the ad site. So if you want to come get it for free, you can.
Oh, sweet. I don't see you outside.
It's actually me. I just pranked you. Download magical.
How evil was each Arkham villain? We're going to number rank them starting from 32 being the least evil to 1 being the most evil. If there's a villain that's not on here, it's because I didn't consider them noteworthy enough to be on here or I didn't consider them a full-on villain. Also, it was kind of hard to rank every villain, so there will be stuff here you will disagree with surely, but let's move on. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and let's begin with 32. Number 32 is Man-Bat. I think Man-Bat was the least evilest in the Arkham games. He really had no evil intention or trying to hurt anyone. Just back then, he was his wife accidentally. After that, he was just kind of flying around Gotham, finding his own business. He really was just a wild animal kind of thing. And the person behind the monster, Kirk Langstrom, was a kind scientist trying to help mankind. After he reverted back from Man-Bat, he was clearly in anguish and regret, so yeah, Man-Bat wasn't evil at all, honestly. He was just kind of a threat. But yeah, I would put him at the bottom here. Moving on, we have Anarchy. I would put Anarchy near the bottom as one of the least villains here. Albeit he still has some malice and his approach was pretty bad. Anarchy was just a kid who didn't know any better and went to extreme measures to make a point, setting a bomb there in the city, that kind of thing. I wouldn't really say Anarchy was an inherently evil person. I feel like a lot of people trying to innocent people. Even though he did put people in danger, he had a lot of luck. He did try and attack and actually kill Batman. When he compared him to the other people on the list, he was nearly that bad. Yeah, he couldn't surprise people. Maybe, but remember, this is how evil the villains were. And Grundy, I feel like he was a monster. He would kill anything in his path, but he was kind of dumb. He didn't really have any kind of thought process. He was similar to Man-Bat in that sense, where he's kind of a mindless beast. But unlike Man-Bat, Grundy does just kill whatever he sees, and he can talk kind of rusty. Without being some methodical villain with real malicious intent, he's a little lower on the evil list. 29, he's true. This one might surprise people too, but I don't think he was that evil. If you look at his two appearances in the games, both of her contracts to kill Batman, which he does try to do because Slade is an honorable mercenary. At least I think he's honorable, considering he didn't have to kill Batman Arkham Knight anymore, but felt obliged to since he was made in advance. My point is, he never committed any act without the reason for money. He doesn't just seem to kill people for the fun of it or for any evil scheme. In fact, in Arkham Origins, we see him take out a bunch of thugs here, but it kind of just looks like he takes them out in non-lethal ways, showing that he doesn't just kill unless he really has to. I think he's still more malicious than the previous people, and Slade is a villain in other DC versions, but specifically in the Arkham series, or what we see of him, he wasn't super evil. Number 28, Mr. Freeze. Now, Freeze, as we all know, is a more sympathetic villain. He does anything he can to save his dying wife, Nora, and Batman gives him respect more so than the other villains for sure. But Freeze has made some pretty evil choices for the sake of his wife. For example, did Freeze really need to slime out this random guy that served no threat to him? You know, and also how he tried to kill Batman out of anger, essentially, in Arkham City. He has some evil tendencies, but overall, he's a good dude, as we all know at this point. 27, Arkham Knight, okay, Jason Todd, you can skip this one if you want, but he is or was a villain in Arkham Knight, and I do think he has some evil tendencies in the game that qualifies him for the list. For example, Ace Chemicals, he basically did all this work was controlled by Crane's guys. In fact, just vacuumated in Crane's massive plan, which was supposed to be just needed to just be able to get to that. But besides those things, he was really good weird. He knows where she is themselves, and so not getting innocent unless Crane forced them to. Jason also took care of the kind of thing. He becomes an anti-hero, but as a six, I think he's rated to this 26 Electrocutioner, Lester then evil, ghastly, but he was evil. He attacked or killed a guy who needed him, talked back to Joker, wanted to kill Batman while having an audience, any remorse kind of in him had reached intent. Evil like he was a pretty bad guy. 25, Deadshot. Now Deadshot is pretty evil, but since the first variant, it's less like straight up kill people unless there is money involved. Pretty many things Slade was looking for this basically the reason, but Deadshot is actually more evil than Slade. You see Deadshot just kill cops and sneak behind him, and Deadshot often kills cops in his helicopter, and his side mission not going to just to get Batman attention. Floyd seemed to enjoy killing the game, didn't have time to so just wanted to. Pretty evil guy. I mean, he is a kind of person where there is some contract involved. He'll chill out, so 25 is where I'm putting him at. 24, Clayface. Clayface was a pretty bad guy. It's revealed in the lore that he was going for this being remade, so shapeshifted into someone in that remake and killed cast and crew members before Batman or Robin stopped him. On top of that, he was in Arkham City working with the Joker, worst of the worst, and he wasn't even supposed to be in Arkham City. He showed that his love of film made him go to some pretty insane lengths, doing some pretty evil acts, and he never had any kind of remorse to show for it, and he seemed like the kind of guy that would just kill you if you looked at him funny. Pretty evil dude. 23, Carmine Falcone. With what we did with Carmine Falcone in Arkham Shadow, he was evil, being able to run the prison in his own way, and also working with people like Wolf, while also still kind of running Gotham City. He was a heavy mob boss that would hurt you if you try to rescue him. While the other people on the list are for the most part straight up supervillains, Carmine was a very good mob boss because of his rep and power, and safe to say the guy was pretty evil from normal people's standards. 22, Killer Croc. Croc is one of those villains you can empathize with. He became one because the world made him one. He was outcast and made fun of, and because of that, Croc is alone and resents his world. That being said, he unfortunately is that monster, and he is evil. Despite helping people down in their luck with him, we know Croc tried to kill Aaron Cash, killed Batman. He's eaten a ton of people in the supers. He was a hired bounty hunter at one point as well. He was just randomly killing people, threatening people. Croc was evil. I think he's a little lower on this list because of how he's nice for people down in the luck, like homeless people. We see that side of him in the ARKHAM KNIGHT side mission, but overall, Croc is still a bad guy. 21, Poison Ivy. Ivy was evil, she was, but she's in the 20s of this list in this video because, yes, she did help Batman in saving the city in ARKHAM KNIGht prior. She doesn't really crazy stuff. The audio tapes in Arkham Asylum show that she was trying to kill everyone in Gotham. She manipulates people. She has no heart, even but uses them as puppets. Powerful, really evil person. But little plans is enough to have her do kind things every once in a while. Like Arkham Knight. So that's good for her. But Ivy is so much be bad, and don't get that twisted. She would kill you if she felt like it. Remember that. In 20 May, Abe and Arkham Origins, what's Gotham to kill Batman? Is this whole demonic Batman plot? Yes, but outside of those things, Abe was just very slowly and terrible. This guy ran his army and Gotham in Arkham Asylum. Batman in Arkham City. He tried to kill Batman. He used pain for himself and some evil deeds. Bane was just an evil guy through and through. He does the bit of redemption because of Arkham Knight. It's revealed he went back to Santa Prisca to rid the corruption there. But overall, all he did was commit evil acts, kill a bunch of people. And unless it was Santa Prisca, he had no regard for human life. 19. Lockup. Lyle Bolton was an abusive tyrant who ran Blackgate with an iron fist. He didn't try to help any of the inmates, rather just abuse and punish them. And even had a kind of obsession with Batman, ever thinking Batman could strike selfish, aimless people are being used to its applications with GCPD. Just check that these out crazy. Crazy investigation from the GCPD to not hire you. He was a crazy, insane guy. I'd say as far as evil goes, he's in the middle of the roster. It's kind of hard to rank him, but he was very evil. Moving on. 18, Shiva. Shiva was pretty bad in a way. She was demanding a person in asylum. She killed people in protest for Batman and worked for a lead assassin, which in itself is a pretty evil thing as well. However, she isn't some psychopath who doesn't necessarily try to kill people. She's more interested in goals like corruption. She genuinely thinks she's helping mankind, but has a bad way of doing it. After that, she is evil, but more in the middle, I would say. It's harder to say because we never see her outside Arkham Origins, which is weird, but in Arkham Origins, she does some crazy things. I wish Arkham Shadow delved more into her character somehow, but maybe we'll see her again in a sequel or something. Number 17, Firefly. As far as just insane Batman villains go, like straight up, Garfield Lens is one of them. This guy is the epitome of just insane, upset, crazy. He loves anything power-related, he's just a ghost. Goes out and steals from the fire sheet and tries to experience the game. Firefly is really just a psycho. I think why he's not higher is that with evil, I factor in intelligence. Since Garfield is stupid, it's a little lower, he's just a random evil guy. You don't know if he's at the videos that got fired by his racks in retaliation. Lynn's killed him like 800 and he's gone on to kill a lot more people since then. Crazy guy, straight up evil, no redemption, bad guy. 16, Copperhead. Copperhead was just straight up bad. Obviously, she took down she was the type of person say Firefly, because she was smart and played for like Batman, for example. And according to her intro, she had a bunch of escapes and had no problem killing its people. Not only that, her formula for her toxin was used by Crane to help him in Arkham Knight. Did she willingly give it? Maybe. Either way, it still adds more sinisterness to her character. She was a ruthless killer and tactician, and also based on her background, worked with the drug trade as well. And as her assassin, you can imagine how many people she has killed. Evil woman. I love that song. 15, Hush. Elliot was straight up bonkers. Thomas got his father killed and then went on to perfect his surgery skills to start cutting up people and use their skin to craft his face to look like Bruce Wayne, just so he could sneak into Wayne's office and steal his money. A whole lot of effort for something I feel like you could have done in a more easier, efficient way. Efficient way. Dr. Hush waited so long to get his revenge for all of that, killing his own family. This dude was clearly evil, and he was very methodical about it too. Villains, and while they are evil, Hush was more on the sinister side, rebellious side, revenge-driven side. And we're getting to the more sinister side heroes list as we near the top 10, but Hush, he was a very intelligent psychopath. 14, Black Mask. Now, as far as the monster villains go in Gotham, Black Mask is higher up on the list because Black Mask, as we see in the games, is kind of a loser, but he seemed to be pretty ruthless and really ruled Gotham with an iron fist. Saw him in Dark Origins, how he burned the Hornet's eye out, how he killed Lowe because his usefulness to him was no more. In the early years of Gotham, Sions was a really sinister, powerful man. He also ran a drug trade in Gotham for free, basically. He also had people who suspected him of being linked to crimes just vanish. He had torture equipment in his own office in the Steel Mill. He was sadistic as hell and had a temper as well. And compare that to someone like Carmine Falcone, he was definitely office rocker. Evil dude. At number 14. 13, Deacon of Blackfire. Blackfire was a menace, a crazy evil cultist that used people to follow his path, so to speak, and used that as a means to kill people like Jack Ryder. In the audio tapes of Arkham Knight, it shows how people that went down to Deacon's meetings that were there to investigate were abducted and found dead. Deacon was a leader in this crazy vertical, and he used people's beliefs to get what he wanted, and when it worked out, he manipulated them. I think the way he exerted his influence and brainwashed people like homeless people in Gotham was brutally sadistic. He said bathing in human blood keeps you eternal youth. Bro was a clean nut job and said the right things and get people to kill and murder for him. I think that in itself is really psychopathic, so he's number 13. Number 12, I actually put the Riddler here. Riddler was a freaking menace that got worse and worse and worse and worse over the course of the series. In Origins, he threatened to blackmail everyone and release all their information, which would send the city into chaos. In Arkham Asylum, he didn't do much, but he made jokes about babies dying, showing that he probably doesn't have any remorse. In Arkham City, this guy kidnapped people and put them in the death traps that Batman had to save. In Arkham Knight, he made actual soft death traps to try and kill Batman. He comes off as kind of goofy guy, with how much he's able to achieve and why he's willing to go. He's very dangerous. He does not care if people get tortured or killed because of him. As long as he gets one up in it, that's all he cares about. He's extremely dangerous and will get people caught in the crossfire no matter who it is. I think Riddler for me is number 11, Two-Face. Two-Face is a pretty evil guy, even if you don't think that. Even if he has some mental health issues he needs to sort out, we saw what crazy acts he did in the series. In Arkham Shadow, he was behind the day of rap.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna end it here and go watch YouTube on my PlayStation. So I will see you on the next one. Peace out, my dude.